What's up, guys? Yes, you read the headline correctly. I am starting client cups. What? Clients, you say? Yes. There was a charity auction for the American Cancer Society, and I have been using my water bottles and making water bottles and stuff for friends at the tennis club, and everybody loves them. I mean, they're not perfect. They originally start off as like dented water bottles, and so everybody's expectations are real low. And people love them. And so for the American Cancer Society silent auction, I decided to put up a cup. And so I put up like a couple different cups there, and I was like, hey, for this silent auction, if you bid on this item, you'll get a personalized cup. And I put my tennis girl cup up there, and it got all kinds of bids. Oh, what's going on? Lakeisha, Mary, Nancy, Annette, Monica, Nellie, Pamela Avery's here. Yeah, and it actually got like a bunch of bids on it. And to the point that this lady comes up to me, she's like, Emily, I won your water bottle. And I was like, no, you didn't. And she's like, yes, I did. I was like, no, you didn't. This other person won the water bottle. She bid $150 on this water bottle. And so, and the money went to American Cancer Society, blah, blah, blah. And so she was like so bummed. And I was afraid that she was going to ask me to make her one for free. And so I was like, look, if you match the winning bid, I'll make you a bottle too. Net. Now I got to make 2 bottles. 2 bottles. I can barely finish 1 bottle. And now I got to make 2. Also, I've been making all my friends' water bottles with like the lost and found water bottles from my tennis club. So I was like, oh, I gotta get them new water bottles. I'm actually gonna have to pay for water bottles. I'll just go to Costco and go buy these 40-ounce water bottles. So I went to Costco. Well, here's the box of these. And they had these UCSB water bottles, 2 for $20. They were on clearance from $44. So I posted these in the group also in case anybody wanted some water bottles. But I'm like painting and glittering over them anyways. So I don't care if it says UCSB. So I bought those 2 for $20. $10 each for a 34-ounce Hydro Flask. I feel like that's really good. And then yesterday, I spray painted it black. And there's one lady that wants a black one. She wants the exact same cup as I have, which I don't know how I feel about, because then it's not my cup, it's our cup, but whatever. I'll make it a little bit different for her. So I spray painted it black. Now you can still see, some of the raisedness right here from like whatever, but I'm putting chunky glitter over it. So it's totally fine. It's fine. And then also I figured, like, while we're here, do you guys remember this cup that I made last Thursday? So we're going to add a layer of epoxy to this cup, because I'm going to do hang method for glitter on this one. And so then it just needs to sit and chill and hang out for a day, because I really want that glitter like stick down real good on it. And then that one can go on the turners. So I feel like I've got a plan here. The other cup is going to be leopard print with like a red heart that says her name on it. And so, yeah, so that one I think I'm going to do a double-sided adhesive. So maybe I'll show you guys that on Thursday. Because Christina just ordered a bunch more double-sided adhesive. So that's coming back to the website soon. Yeah, so I think we should just get started. Let's get started. Yes. So I donated 2 cups to the American Cancer Society silent auction, and it raised $300 for the American Cancer Society. So that's wonderful. Got our clean them ups. Let's get my mask out. You guys, I'm still stumbling through some of the customer service stuff. I feel like I'm almost done. I'm almost done with customer service. There's just a lot. There's a lot of lost packages. I just filed a claim with FedEx for like over $1,000 in lost packages. That's annoying. So, yeah. All you Big Daddy people, we already resent your Big Daddies back out to you. Emily is stumbling through a lot. Emily stumbles a lot. A lot. All right. So we're just doing a Hain method on this. And so we're going to do like 4 grams of epoxy with this. But then this is a 20 ounce. And I want to do a flood coat on it to get this guy all gooby juicy. So I'm going to do 30 for this and 5 for that. 4 for that. So I'm going to do 34 divided by 2 is 17. So I got my little math on. You were my scale is right here. And I feel like, see, the max I can put in these is 30, so I'm going to get a big cup out. So we can have a big cup. Big cup. Let's get out a stir stick here. All right, let's do this. You guys know how Hain method works, right? Hain method, you're using barely just enough epoxy on there to like hold it down, and that's it. So we're gonna go. We're using Lily Rose epoxy. So I'm gonna do 17 of this. Well, we're going to do 17.49. 17.49 of that. Carol, that's a lot of mess ups. Actually, Karen, it wasn't a lot of mess ups. It was just, they were very expensive packages that got messed up. So that's a bummer for everyone involved. I mean, it's a big fat bummer for us if we don't get reimbursed for it, but we're going to try. We're going to try. All right. Let's stir this epoxy. Let's go. We received a new tumbler press today. At FedEx delivered it next door. The neighbor was nice enough to bring it over, but dropped it. Oh, no. Thank goodness it was packaged well. Yeah, for sure. For surezies. One of our moderators posted something. It wasn't a moderator. I think it was somebody in the group posted something that was in their mailbox, and there's a sticker on it that said "Do not bend," and their mail carrier, like literally folded it in half after it said "Do not bend." Folded it in half and put it in the mailbox. Like, hello, how dumb can you be, mail person? So hopefully their vinyls didn't get ruined, and if they did, then we have to replace them and file a claim. Listen, for the most part, it's a lot of work to file a claim, so we just usually have to eat it, which sucks as a small business. But like this FedEx thing, there was a lot of money, so we decided to put in a couple 10 hours of work on this. And these poor people at FedEx, our agents at FedEx that we work with all the time, this girl's been working. She's probably put in 10 hours herself of overtime into trying to figure out what's wrong with this thing. All right. So the beauty of using epoxy here, right, is that, and I don't know if you guys saw when I first put it in, it was like pretty yellow. And then as I am stirring it, the yellow goes away. The yellow is just some sunscreen, you know, UV protectant for the Lily Rose epoxy. And also my epoxy is a little old. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't, I mean, the efficacy of it is not great. I mean, isn't that badly affected, but I would, I'm using it with black glitter. I'm not using it with white glitter. I wouldn't use it with white glitter. If you don't get an email about the Big Daddy, it's going to be delayed. It's okay, just asking. Yes, so Facebook user, I don't know who you are.
Oh, hey Linda, what's going on, girl? There's a Scottish festival right next to the music festival that I went to yesterday. Everybody was walking around in kilts and sporrans. It was so cute. Um, Sorry, what was I saying? Facebook user, yes, the Big Daddies. They're actually going out tomorrow morning. There is one really cool product in your Big Daddy that we've been waiting on. It was supposed to be here on Friday, and we said, you know, if it's not here by noon on Monday, then we'll replace it. Um, I think that it got delivered today, and so we just kind of held them for one extra day so that you could try and get this really cool thing into your bags. So yeah, I feel like that's good. I'm gonna let this epoxy sit for a couple minutes while I get set up, right? And so what we're gonna do is I've got this paper towel holder from the dollar store, $1.25 tree. And then we just put this on here, and then we're going to just like wipe this epoxy down it. And it's gonna be the thinnest coat ever, like thinner than paper. And then it's going to grab the glitter and it's gonna hold the glitter forever. That's the plan. That's the plan. And then I'm gonna move into the curing room, and I'm gonna put this guy on the turner in the curing room and see if we can't make something amazing out of this. And this will probably turn into an auction cup because it's so nice. Because it's so nice. Unless I screw it up, then it won't. Your mail person reads your packages, but we always give them a cold water drink. Well, that's nice. That's really nice. Oh. So, all right. So I feel like, oh, I gotta get out Flynn, right? This lady wants Flynn. Ugh. Yeah, there we go. We've got Flynn. You guys, Flynn is one of my favorite glitters of all time. He's kind of this like dark navy blue chunky, and he's amazing. So that's what she wants. That's what she gets. Flynn. Flynn. He's a navy blue chunky holographic. This is an old bag. It's one of our old not clear bags. It's like a frosted bag. So you guys are gonna see when I put it on. It's gonna be like couple hours. Give you guys some light. All right. So I have parchment paper to put down afterwards, but I don't want this to drip on my parchment paper. So we're just gonna do this. And I don't know how much 5 is. So we're just gonna put this on. Just put a little bit on. And hope that's enough. Like that looks like enough. If we need more, we can always add more. But I feel like that's a good start. All right. And then you just take that and you just work it down the cup. And this is supposed to work. Work it down the cup. Either down each side, and it should be like literally paper, skinny, thin. Like a layer, like the same layer of like saliva on your teeth. I don't know what the word is. I like to use my whole hand. You know, some people are like 2-finger people, but I like to use my whole hand. I don't know. I've taped to the bottom of this cup so I don't get any goop on the silver part. I don't know if you guys can see. Oops, now the tape stuck in my hand. That's not outstanding. Right. And the great thing with epoxy is it's not going to dry in like 12 seconds like spray adhesive is. And so, like, I just feel like if it's not hard, you've got too much epoxy in there, right? So it should glide, but it should glide like not easy. And I feel like I'm doing a real good job here. I feel like I'm doing an excellent job here. If I do say so myself. All right. So that feels like there is epoxy everywhere. You can kind of like spin it in the light to see if you see any dull spots, because a dull spot means like you missed it with epoxy. I'm just going to go with a little bit on my finger. I'm just going to go around this area. Because this area has like a bunch of like bumps and lumps. And so I feel like it's hard to get the epoxy in there. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you, I love you. All right. There. And you guys can see, like, it's not dripping. It's like hard to push down. It's just tacky with epoxy. All right. So I'm going to stick that back on there. Tacky with epoxy. I'm going to take my clean them ups. I'm going to clean up my hands. You start with one finger and suddenly seems your entire body's epoxying the tumbler. Totally. Totally, girl. I have the best of intentions of using one or two fingers. And then, yeah. Oh, he's feeling fine, Cindy. He just had allergies. We had the Santa Ana winds roll in. Brought like 90 degrees weather and like all kinds of pollen and stuff. And so he's good. Thanks for asking, girl. All right. I hope you don't get epoxy inside the tumbler. I'm not going to get epoxy in the tumbler. I'm cool. I'm cool. All right. So now I am going to lay this down. This is parchment paper. I'm going to move this epoxy somewhere a little safer. Right there. All right. And then I got Flynn here. I got Flynn. We're going to fully open them up. I'm actually going to create a good crease in my paper here. All right, I'm going to put Flynn on. All right, so I got my hand inside here. I'm just going to dump Flynn on all over. Oops. So we are just glittering this tumbler for this charity event. So I went to a charity event the other day. It was a silent auction, and I told them that I would contribute. We're not done yet. We're not done, no way. I won't forget the butt. I told them that I would contribute a tumbler to this charity event, and then it ended up getting a lot of bids on it, and we sold the tumbler for $150. But then somebody was really upset that they weren't the winner, and so I said that I would make two. And the total cost for me to make this tumbler is gonna be about maybe $15. So it's kind of like a really easy and lucrative auction item, right? So I could be super charitable and we could raise a lot of money for charity. And it really is only going to cost me about, like I said, about $15 to make. All right. So here we are. I'm just putting a second coat in real quick. Make it the butt real good. Turn it up here real good. All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put this guy back on this thing. Do you guys see that sparkle? This is Flynn. Flynn. I'm going to put Flynn on here. I'm going to give him a little shake so that all the fine glitter falls off. Do you see how sparkly he is? That is Flynn, and that is not even burnished down yet, guys. He's amazing. All right. So there's that. I'm going to put this excess back in my bag because Flynn is my favorite glitter, and I don't want to waste any of it. Flynn, if you guys know, you know, Flynn is one of my top five glitters. Flynn, Oliver, Maui, Rafa. Yeah, those are my top. Topsies. All right. So now I've got this beautiful glitter in here, but do you see how he's sticking up and he's so chunky? That's going to leave chunks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into this this parchment paper, and we're going to roll it, and we're just going to push this glitter down with the parchment paper. I'm not actually rolling it, I'm just like pressing. And I can feel it when you do it. There's like this crunch that you'll feel. It's a super satisfying crunch because you can feel all the glitter pieces coming down. All right, time to crunch another side. And I'm going to show you the burnish. This is called burnishing. It's like a fake burnish. It's like a fake burnish kind of. It's just pressing it down. It's just rubbing it down. And that's because I want all of this fat glitter to lay flat. Because it'll make it so that I have to do less layers of epoxy. Uh-oh, somebody messed up. You guys, I think you guys are talking about the stripping tape, maybe? What did I miss? Who messed up? What did they mess up on? What's up, Sativa? How are you? What's up, girl? All right, we are just burnishing this glitter tumbler. I have a client. I said a client, I don't know. I donated some cups for charity. And I have to make those cups. So is it a client? I mean, I feel like client would be good. But anyway, so that is unburnished. See that? Woo! Flynn. This is Flynn, guys. And that's burnished. So you guys can see if you get close, see how it's flat and it's not sticking up. But then you guys can see on the ends here how it's sticking up. I am going to burnish the bottom. I just wanted to show you guys the difference between the two. I like to use the parchment paper to burnish it. I don't know why. Everything I've learned from listening to Summer and not watching. So I don't actually know if she uses the parchment paper. I feel like she does. I feel like this burrito technique is for Summer. But I'm going to do one more roll of the burrito. And guys, I'm pressing down. I'm not rubbing. Just for clarity. Oh yeah, battle box. Some people are missing the tape. I think there's like 100 battle boxes or something that went out without tape. Well, that's done. Cindy said she's never noticed Flynn before. Cindy, you need to add Flynn to your boyfriend list like immediately. Flynn is like one of my top 5. I won't steer you guys wrong. I'm not saying like every glitter is my favorite. No, every glitter is not my favorite. But Flynn is for sure Z's top 5. For sure Z's top 5. What's up, top 5? How are you? All right. So, for the most part, he's living good. And I'm not going to pour this stuff that's in this parchment paper. I'm not going to pour it back into my glitter bag because there's a possibility that it has touched the epoxy and that it'll ruin the glitter that's in the bag. So this is all like dead. Maybe I'll put it in a cup and see if I can salvage it some other day. But I like to stick it back in here and then give it a jingle jangle. See what else falls off. There you go. Guys, this is Flynn. This is Flynn under regular, like, lights. There's nothing fancy. This is, I mean, nothing fancy. Flynn is the fancy, I guess, is what I meant to say. Flynn's the fancy. I mean, I wonder if I could take, I'm going to have to take this tape off, but what happens if I do this? I mean, I feel like I can just, like, very lightly go like this, and anybody else that's sticking up can go away. Because theoretically, this entire epoxy tumbler is touched by glitter. So anything sticking up is an imposter. He's just there to sabotage me. So yeah. See that along the edges? Get rid of all these saboteurs. Yeah. That is smooth. That's smooth. There you go, guys. So that's going to go into the curing room with me. We're going to take the tape off. Let's clean off my brush real quick. I will put, man, I hate to throw away this glitter. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this glitter because maybe I'll have some left over from that, that other tumbler that we're doing. And then I can add that glitter to the epoxy and stick it into something, like a button or something. All right. So I'm just taking the tape off the lip here so the lip stays pristine and unaffected. Come on, you jerk. All right. With that, I'm going to go clean gloves now. Put on some clean gloves. All right, guys. Hey, I got epoxy. Close the door. I'll be done in 2 minutes. Like, literally 2 minutes. All right, guys. So that is Flynn. It's my Flynn on a black base. Flynn is on the website. He's on a black base. He's one of my top 5 colors. I'm going to go put him in the curing room. And, yeah, I don't know. That's it for me today. I'll see you guys. Bye.